Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Raven here. Today we're going to do 24 rolls. Each roll is going to represent something that we are doing for the month and something that happens throughout the world in that month. So let's go ahead and get right into it. 37 this month, which is month 1, we are contacting the Elven Kingdom throughout the month with the orb, and they are sending us 100 soldiers, and then we are going to cut off the teleportation function to the other guilds so that no one can teleport into our guild and try and take over the city during this war. And let's see, and 37 is cultural engage, so we will see. Let's grab us a d6 and we'll see which one of the actually we'll do a d8 minus 1, because if we roll an 8 it'll be 7. We'll choose what continent is getting affected. Alright, so number 6. Alright, so that's dragon, and 6, 5 is elven. 61 is high positive. Alright, so we'll say the dragon, after we stop contacting the elves, after throughout the month they've sent us 100 elven soldiers, and we now are the rulers of this continent and the Black Boar Guild. We are also now the guardians of the twin princesses and princes, which throughout the month we learned that the girls are also twins, which and then we also learn about the dragons coming to help the elves before we cut off communication. And then we'll be on month 2. Oh, wrong one. Alright, so during month 2 I'm going to study in the library while other people continue to like the soldiers and stuff rebuild the walls and the city. It'll take us probably a whole year to finish. So let's see, and so on at the end we will be done completing the refurbishing and the rebuilding of the capital city. And then that's a 55, so we'll go down as, and this month we'll say I am, let's see, 3, got a list right here. Okay, so 3 is the land. Alright, so I'm studying the land of this continent and everything, so I'll learn about what's on the other sides of the mountains and stuff I've never been to. And then, let's see, 55 is a harsh winter. So a harsh winter sets in as winter time is now upon us, and we'll also see if any of the heroes die while fighting in the conflict that's currently going on between the elves, dwarves, and now dragons. A 63, so no one from the dragons dies. And 82, no one from the elves dies. And a 42. So let's mark this down real quick. The dragons have 1 hero because my brother was 1 and I'm another. My brother said I'm over here. However, these are the ones based around who claimed the towers in the land. So the dragons have 3, the elves have 3, and the dwarves now have 2. Got a note right there. And then so one of the dwarven heroes is dead. An 84. And we're on month 3. This month, let's see, 2, let's say a 2 is the creatures. Alright, make a note of that. Right there. And then what is that, a 4? Wow, I don't think we've ever rolled that. Alright, so that doesn't apply to anything. It's a noble court. So, well, actually, yeah, we can see, cause let's see, the, dragons, elves, and dwarves are currently at war with the dragons and elves on the same time. Let's see if the dwarves are able to recruit anyone else a 33, so no, they're not able to recruit anyone else. Let's see if it's because the other heroes from the other continents are in conflict with each other or not. 65, so no, they're currently not in conflict. Let's see if they are close to conflict or not. 6, yes, they're close to conflict. So we'll say that is a 90. Or wait, no. Yeah, that is a 9. 97. Okay, so we'll say they've done a 3-month treaty, and then they're going to start attacking each other. So on month 6, the goblins, which have 3 heroes, and the giants, who also have 3 heroes, are going to go to war. So currently the only ones that are not at war are the goblins and the giants, but they're going to be going to war. And then, so that leaves my continent, and then the dragons, elves, dwarves, goblins, giants, oh yeah, and the merfolk. So the mermaids and mermen are also not in the conflict because they're in the ocean and they're just staying out of it for right now. So let's now go to month 4. And month 4, let's see what I'll be studying to create. Okay, so I'm continuing to study and learn about all the creatures of the land, because we'll see there's lots of them. And then a 40 even. Let's see, 37, 39, 40. Oh man, alright. That is a demon rift again. So that where's our note on that demon? Is it, where'd it go? I know we've got a note card here, so right there, it's on the back. So he was demon, we'll put now times 3, because at first he was able to open a demon rift and summon his wife. Now he was able to open a demon rift and, let's say, summon his daughter. Alright, so, and throughout this time, we'll say they've also made another 1,000 soldiers. So they are at 6,000 strong and 3 demons. I'm gonna have to deal with that soon, but unfortunately my character doesn't know about it, and he is yet to cause any problems. He's just building an army, and making the like whole area around the village like plague infested. But all the animals and stuff had already ran away from there because the previous demon. So, we really, I don't know. We'll see what happens if we end up getting to it. And then, you know what? Let's also see if Demon Rift opens up somewhere else and ends up killing a hero or not. Let's see. That is a 99, so no. Okay. Alright, and then now we are on month 5. The tension between the goblins and giants is wearing thin because within a fortnight they will be going to war, so they are preparing themselves. And ooh, an 8. So let's say an 8 is the eyes under guild. So because we already know about the eyes of Magi under the guild, but now we are studying like what they are from all the years of experiments and trying to bond them to people. And the guild masters throughout the years have left notes on how to get down to the 12th level, because they're the orb will only bring you to the 11th level under the guild, and then the guardians protect the entrance to the eye in the 12th layer. However, the guild master is permitted entry for free without having to fight them. On the other hand, since we became the guild master by being the sole survivor of the guild, we didn't go through the initiation to get the magic tattoo to prove that we're the guild master. So, whenever we choose to go down there to attempt to collect the eyes, we will have to fight the guardians. And then let's see. 62 is okay. Let's see if that means so 3. So yes, now the mermaids and mermen that are going to get involved, and you know what, we'll see if they come to me, since I've been neutral this whole time and like stayed out of it, or if they are going to like go to war with the like dwarves, elves, and dragons because of all of the wreckage from like ships and stuff like that, and being thrust into the oceans. So 66. Okay, so they are going, that's high good, so they will come to my land. And cool. So next month we will be talking with and negotiating with the merfolk. Alright, the Murmur clan. Alright, so now we are on month 6. And this month, the and then we gotta make a note real quick for mermaids. They have 3 champions. And then I have myself currently, because I have yet to roll a 1 to study where the other 2 towers are in this land. And once I study that, I'll learn that one of them has already been defeated, so there will only be a second one available for me to send people to attempt to make a hero of my own. So let's see, we've got all of the notes for the heroes and stuff right there. We're marking down what we come up with for what we're learning for the month. And I guess we'll use that 56 to see, that's 55, 56. So all right, so and then 7 for this. 7 we'll say is us practicing our abilities and like studying our alchemy, and mostly studying and performing the rituals that we learned when being granted divine power from excuse me, from the tower. And so we'll say power practice. All right. And then we'll say each third time we land on that, we'll gain a level. And then that is the 56. Oh yeah, that's right. Sudden proposal. So, which is hilarious because this is the month that the goblins and giants go to war. So we'll say they try to do another proposal and it fails, and they end up going to war, while the mer people come to my land, and I'm going to, I mean, we'll roll for it, but just to make things fair, but I would really like to make an alliance with the Mer people. 40. Damn. Well, unfortunately, we will, you know what? We'll do this. 67. Okay, so that makes sense. So we'll say, unfortunate to their heroes we'll say they sent 2 heroes and left 1 at home. Or no, we'll say they sent 1 hero and left 2 at home. And we'll tell him, unfortunately, right now we have no part of it. No one's tried to come here, anything like that. We're just trying to rebuild. It's still gonna take us a while. So until we can get that finished, we can't really focus our efforts on anything else. I only have the 100 elven soldiers that the King of the Elves graciously gifted me with to, rebuild the city and to protect them and their families, because they were the youngest soldiers and he didn't want them to die in the war for no reason. So we're just trying to, keep away from all this. I don't feel like having to annihilate entire cities. I'd rather just stay peaceful. So, until the time comes to force my hand or something like that, then I will remain neutral and to myself. And let's see if the mermen noticed the demon on their way here. Yep. Alright, so he says, alright, well, I don't know if you know about this, sir, but there is a group of demons over the mountains where I came from. I had to not bargain per se, deal wise, but bargain per se good wise with 3 demons on my way to your kingdom, and it was in this village, and he explains where he found them and stuff. And let's see. 64. Cool. So we react positively. Alright, we look at him and we go, alright, so thank you for the information. I'm gonna have to figure something out immediately, because the world can't have that. Fucking Demon Rift's opening up again. And the Merdude will be like, again? And we'll be like, yeah, we already fucking killed one of them. Then in the same spot, the rift must not have closed all the way like we thought. And so we will tell him, you know what? How about this? If you can one, give me information on the goods you traded the demon, 2, the rough estimate of what you possibly think the size of their army, if they have one, is, and if and what the fortification of the village looks like. And obviously last when you saw it. Because I know travel takes long, and the Mer clan champion looks at us, and he's just like, well, actually, we use these magic pearls to teleport to like locations. I don't know how my father does it actually. He takes these pearls, he puts them inside of a magic circle, pours this potion over it, chants words, and then like sets a specific location that the pearl can be used to teleport to up to 3 times before it disintegrates. And he asked for one of those pearls because as a demon he obviously knows about them, since they have lived just as long and longer than all of us. So they know pretty much everything about all of our cultures. And so I gave him a pearl. However, the pearl that I gave him was not the pearl that he wanted, which leads to my kingdom. The pearl I gave him leads him to the giants. And we'll be like, okay, that's fine. Because then the giants will hopefully get involved with that, and then maybe we can get them on our side as well. Good thinking, friend. And 34, so we'll say he says I'd love to help, however I must first teleport home, talk with my father, relay everything, and then we will decide if we will help you with the demon, and then in return you form an alliance with us for the Great Hero Wars. And I go, deal. And he says, all right, the other piece of information you wanted to know is I'm not quite sure how much their army is strong, but I'd say it at least 3,000 to 5,000 from the looks of all the skeletons and zombies. And then as for the fortification of the village, it's not too sophisticated. It looks like they're you ripping down all the trees from the forest around, and just like building a wooden village and castle big enough to support the army with walls. On that, I will head back, and I will see you next month. And we're like, all right, awesome. Now we have to roll to see if anyone from the dragons, elves, or anyone dies during their conflict. So let's see. 76, no dragon champion dies. 66, no elf dies. 13, another dwarf dies. Man, the dwarves are getting their asses whooped in this war. I mean, it makes sense. They are by themselves against the dragons and the elves. And then let's see. Now we're on. All right, yeah, the goblins. All right, so one of the goblins champions dies against the giants, which makes sense. And let's see if one of the giants dies against the goblins. No, however, 92, so yes, the demon is successful in figuring out how to use the pearl, and he does in fact teleport to the giant kingdom. And 37, so you know what, let's roll again and see if that 37 is him killing a giant and starting a war with them, or if it's him making a deal with the giants. So 49 or lower is deal with the giants. 51 or higher is kill a giant and start a war with them. 50 is reroll. 89, so he kills a giant. All right. So there is now 2 giant heroes left as the demon swoops in, thinking like he gets himself like all prepared and stuff to like go underwater and like go to the mer people's underwater kingdom and like take over, so he can like start plotting from underwater and then slowly come up to the surface and like take over once he's amassed enough. However, as he uses it, he's teleported right into the center of the giant kingdom, and the giants start immediately freaking out and start fighting him. And 41 in the middle of the giants like fighting against him. That's when he kills one of the giants, and as he kills one of the giant champions by impaling him with his long nails in the throat, the giant like grabs him by the arm right before his death and starts shaking him violently and rips his entire arm off and breaks his leg, permanently damaging and crippling the demon. So there's that, which is pretty cool. And then we have to roll to see how the merfolk... Okay, 92. Okay, his dad agrees to the deal. Awesome. Awesome. Fucking cool, dude. Alright, so now we're on month 7. Alright. We'll say he comes back. And he tells us, you know, that everything his father said, and we're like, all right, cool. Let's spend 3 months, me and you, getting ready, and then we will go to the village, and the merfolk champion's like, what's the pause for, sir? And he's like, sorry. We're like, sorry, I was just thinking. It takes a long time to get there. However, if I go to the library and I look for the magic teleportation circle that's in the guild room, I should be able to figure out how to make a teleportation circle within 3 months. So we'll be fine. And he's like, all right, cool. Do you want me to get like any more soldiers or anything like that? I mean, they've got a pretty big army from what I've seen. I mean, I can't take out 3,000 soldiers, sir. And I look at him because I'm always in my human form at this point, and I go, I can. That's not a problem for me. I could probably destroy this entire world if I so chose. However, I do not choose to. Instead, I choose to live and gain power as much as I can for the next 9,000 plus years until the great Magi awakens, so that I can slay him and this cosmos need not worry of his destruction. And the Murmur Clan guy just like looks at me and he's like, well, that makes sense, because they've seen all the visions too. And he's like, I don't understand how a human's gonna live that long, but you know, fucking more power to your pride, man. And so let's see. 1, 2, so month 10 is when we will go and attack the demons. So we're on month 8. We're gonna roll twice, 2 out of 3, 50 or higher, to see if we get the teleportation portal or not. Oh, 81 right off the bat. We are able to figure it out through just a month worth of study, which leaves us the other 2 months to prepare in other ways. So like and then let's see. Actually, we'll use that 81, and we'll go down and see what it is. legendary hero returns. Alright, so you know what? Let's see. A 5 is the Giants. Alright, the Giant thought to be slain by the demon somehow is alive. Ooh, 63, cool. Or wait, no, 93. I always get the 6 and the 9 fucking mixed up. So yeah, we'll say it's divine intervention. And the giant upon his death, he meets one of the new gods within the pantheon, and they bring him back at the cost of, if he when he dies again, his soul will be bound to 5,000 years of service to the gods. And he says, deal, I want to save my kingdom. And so that happens, and now we will roll to we'll see an 8. So alright, that makes sense. I go to the underground, and so, or we'll say I study the underground because we're going to fight next. Yeah, so I go, that's perfect that I rolled an 8. So we'll go to the underground, and we'll do that combat here in a minute. And so, and then we gotta see if any of these heroes die. Ooh! The dwarves are able to build a magic cannon that blasts one of the dragon's heroes out of the sky, ripping a hole asunder through her neck and like part of her chest and arms and wing, and ripping a hole into the sky and the clouds in the process. Oh man. Oh shit, the dwarves are dangerous now. And then let's see if any of the elves. Nope, none of the elves die. However, the last dwarven champion also dies in that battle. So the dwarves they are still in the war, but they now have 0 champions. And let's see, the goblins and the the goblins, oh, that's a 95. Yeah, the goblins are doing great against the giants, dude. And the giants, we got rolled twice because they're also now at war with the demon, who has 2 more teleportations to the Giant Kingdom and has used one of them to send, we'll say, a group of 2,000 soldiers. So, and he's left 4,000. Got that marked. And then, so we'll see. Okay, so 45. So one of the giants dies against the goblins. And what's that? And a 44. Another goblin or another giant dies against the incoming zombies and skeletons as the giants are fighting on two fronts. And we'll say the last giant remaining is the one that was brought back with divine intervention. And so the giants are getting screwed as well. And now we can load this up. Once it'll take a minute, and then we will get our combat started. Right. Where there right. Here we go. All right. All right. So as we traverse down into the depths of the 11th area underneath the guild, we come into a long open area that's kind of like a hallway, but also like a planescape. It's like an enclosed, like open planescape, but it's narrow like a hallway. And as we are like walking down, it gets darker and darker and darker, and then we start to feel like the grass and stuff start getting like smushy and wet under our feet as it slowly begins to fill with water. And then we transform into our dragon form, and we start flying as we begin to notice that as we get deeper in, it gets filled about halfway full of water with like little pieces of like land here and there. And as we get to the end, we see a archway carved into like a cave entrance with two torches on the inner side that are lighting it up that show a spiral staircase going down, and runes carved on the outside of the archway of the door. And in the water we can see a a gargantuan silhouette. And we'll say the silhouette's about 300 feet long by 25 feet wide. And as we notice this massive silhouette, we are going to stay away from it. And first, we're going to roll to see if it hears us from our wings. No. Surprisingly, it doesn't. We'll say it's sleeping. Alright, cool. That means we can do a big attack. Alright. I need some more D10s. Let's see. 1, 2. I need 2. Come on, bag. 2, 3, 4. There we go. And let's see. He needs to. We're going to do our breath weapon, and we have multi-attack now, so it is 2 attacks instead of 1, so it's a double breath weapon. So we'll grab this, and okay, it's a reflex save that he has to make. And our he's got a plus 2. Okay. He's only got a plus 2 to his dexterity, so he's probably going to fail this. 2, 4. Oh, where'd the... I need that D20. Oh, he got a 20, but he needed a 35, because that's what... Alright, so... 2, 4, 5, okay. We need... The first breath weapon is, 10 D10 plus our ham, which is 24, plus our base attack, which is 40, so 64, and then that's twice, so 60 and 60 is 120, and then 4 and 4 is 8, so 128 plus oh yeah, plus 20 D10. So he's at 700 health, but we'll see as we unleash a massive breath weapon, filling our chest with bright purple light and unleashing a pure magic beam in a 120-foot cone. So let's see. Oh, that was Alright, so 3, 6, 9, and then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So let's mark this down real quick. And then that is, I got the 128 marked down, and then that's the 18, 19, 20, 23. Yeah, that's right. And then 23. And then 3, 6, 7, 14. And then 22. Alright, and then 2 more. Alright, so this one's. Alright, so 10 and 10, 29, 36. And last roll is 9 9's 18, 19, 21, and then 28, 34. Alright, so let's add all this up real quick. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 3. So 3, 2, and then 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that's 243. And then that's minus 7, or 700 minus that 243. So is 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then 6, 4. So he's at 357 health, and however, it automatically dies because the secondary effect of our breath weapon, which is if a creature fails its save against our breath weapon, then it loses an amount of levels upon contact equal to our highest ability modifier, which is 24, and since it got double breath weapon attacked, it loses 48 levels. And this thing was only level 10, like us. So it is completely incinerated as our breath weapon blows it into smithereens underneath the water, and we never know even what it is, as chunks of it just float to the surface, making the water bloody. And as it's defeated, the runes light up and the torches go out as the hall begins to light up with runes that line the walls all the way down the spiraling staircase, signifying that we have passed the challenge and we are able to attempt to claim the eyes. And then we go down and we will attempt to claim the eyes. Keyword is attempt, because our Oh, actually, we don't have to attempt, because I forgot I have been slowly working on my fortitude specifically for this moment, because the DC difficulty check for controlling the eyes is a 50, and our fortitude is exactly 50. So we do not have to roll at all. We meet the requirement exactly. And after checking our fortitude, so we are able to grab the eyes, and as we come down into the bottom of the spiral staircase, it is a small enclosed room, which is the remnants of a crater that you can still see. And inside the crater lie the crystallized eyes of Magi, the god of death. And as we begin to approach them, they begin to pulse and radiate a deep black aura that begins to kill and wither away all the plant life that's grown around in this area, incinerating it all to dust. And it also kills all of like the minerals and stuff within the ground, making it turn gray, husky, and ashy. And as that all happens, then we get closer and we grab the eyes, and as we since we're a creature that only has two eyes because we're a dragon, we can only implant the eyes one way. So as we take our claws and one by one we gouge out one of our eyes, and then we pop in one of the crystals into our eye socket, and then we gouge out our other eye and pop the other crystal into the other socket. The crystals come to life, healing our eyes and granting us their abilities up to our level, which is currently level 10, which I will do all of that calculating offline, or not offline, off video. I don't know why I said offline. And so with that, we have the eyes gained, and I'll put eyes under guild collected so that we know, and I will circle that. All right. And now, while that's all going on, we will see if anyone else dies throughout the world. Dragons? Yes. The dwarves are still in the war, even though they have no champions. They have yet to fall, and they have used their magic cannon to take out another one of the dragons champions. And elves do 52. The elven champions are still fucking going strong, man. Ripping the battlefield asunder with their fucking magic. And now we have to see if the dwarves, since they have no champions, once they get 3 marks for like what a death would be, then that means the Dwarven Kingdom has completely fallen. Oh my goodness. They got a 100. I have to give them something for that. Well, high, low, good or bad. High is dragon, low is elf. Elves, the Dwarven Kingdom successfully builds a second magic cannon and deploys it to the front lines of where the elves are, and is able to take out one of the elven champions as well. Damn, dude, the dwarves, they're doing good with their magic cannons. They ain't got no champions left, but they're still in this fight. And now, let's see. Now we are going to start going to war. All right. So I've got. Oh, let's put that right there real quick. I've got a character sheet right here for the champion. Or wrong. That was the wrong character sheet. I forgot. I wrote him up a character sheet. Where'd it go? It's in here somewhere. Where are you at, Merchamp? I just made you the other day. Alright, there you are. Okay. So. Okay. Because we're going to need his stats for this war that's going on. Because he's going to be essentially our rider is what we're going to have him be. So, alright. And there it is for that. And alright, so got all the stat blocks I need. Alrighty, we'll do ours last after we roll to see. Oh, we forgot to do the goblins and the giants. Okay, so none of the goblins die and none of the giants die from the goblins, and none of the giants die from the demon. Oh, we need to see if that and the disabled demon does die. The demon that was alright. So now the wife and daughter are still alive, and they're obviously going to be angry and take revenge on the giants. So you know what? We're gonna roll to see if they both leave and attack the giants completely with their full force, or if like the mom goes with half the force and the daughter stays with half the force. 21, they're pissed. So they're going to use their last teleportation and go with both of them, and they're 4,000 strong to the giant to the giants, and we'll see. And the giants champion is not able to make a stand against them, and he does in fact fall. So now the giants are in the same situation as the dwarves, except they don't have the magic technology to be magic cannon blasting fucking holes through goddamn dragons. Everyone who watches these knows how powerful dragons are, because my character is a fucking dragon, and I just dealt 357 damage and minus 48 levels from something. So them dwarves are damn terrifying. Also, I know it's really long into this video so far, but the reason we are doing it this way by months is so that by the end of the one, it makes the 10,000 years go by faster. We'll eventually do 6 months, and then we'll eventually do years, and then we'll eventually do decades, because this is all the prehistory of the realms. And on top of that, everything that's not filled in is like that on purpose, for the instance of those are all campaigns that I plan on playing through. Like this war we'll play through, like the war with the dragons and the elves and the dwarf, like all that stuff, it will become playable, so that we can like more flush it out, even though we know how it ends. And so that'll be really fun to go as deep into the creation and the history of the world. And so now it's our turn to start going to war now, isn't it? Oh, where'd it? No, where? Oh, it's right here. Because we are on month 10. Alright. Month 10. And that which is funny, because like the guy like and me, we get all ready, we make the magic circle, and we teleport over to the village, or like to like the area to like where the village is. Like I teleport up into the sky, and he's like riding on my back and stuff, and we're like look down, and the village is like completely empty, and like not only is it empty, but it's like completely like torn apart and ransacked. And so we like look around, and we can notice like shitty pre-built like boat attempts made on like the outskirts. And so we're like, oh, they must have like left apparently. And so we're like, okay, well, now that I know how to use a teleportation circle, I mean, we might as well check the beach area, since there's like boats here. And so we teleport to I'm like flying, and I like grab my finger and like draw a magic circle in the air, and then fly through it, and boom, we teleport. And we teleport to like the beach area, and we look and we notice that there is in fact ships, but there's only two, and they are full of undead. Like one ship's full of zombies, and one ship is full of skeletons, and they're kind of just like there. It looks like they're taking turns like diving down like into the water, and like pulling each other up, and like bringing up chunks of ore from the under the water. They're underwater mining. And which is how the demons were able to get all the like iron and stuff needed to make their zombies and skeletons have armor and swords and bows and arrows and stuff like that. So, and as we notice these ships, we are going to let's see, you know what, I've actually got, let's go over here real quick, and we'll go to where are constructs, and we'll go to we'll go to this right here, flying ship. Okay, it's got 300 health. Alright, we do 120 base, or 128 base, we know that. So 2, 4, 5. Alright. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 41, 50, 55, 60, 66. So that's 166. 170, 79, 83, 90, 97, 197, and last roll, 201, 209, 218, 225 and 232 because its armor is 30, our base attack is 40, so we hit it. So 232 as we use breath weapon to blow a massive hole in the side of this ship, annihilating and killing all of the we'll see if it was a skeleton or demon or zombie ship. It was a zombie ship, as we incinerate and kill all the zombies aboard, except the ones that were able to jump aboard and go and get pulled up by the skeleton ship. And so, and then we will go ahead and now we will let's see, because we still got plenty of combat points, so yeah. Well, yeah, we'll take these ships out. So, because let's see, 38, 41, 45, and then, alright, yeah, so that kills that ship as we unleash another breath weapon flying above, just ripping the ship asunder as the zombies like scream and the blaze of pure magic light. And then we will take out the second one. Let's see. Oh, nice. So that's 14. So that will be 30. So 40, and then 59. So 159. Oh. $161, and then 71, 80, 86, and then 90. So 190, and then we'll do 5. We'll do it this way, 2, and then 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and then 30. So 230. Alright, and then as we blow a massive hole and chunk into this one, we will, as we notice the skeletons all getting like blasted apart and the zombies all like fleeing, we will use one of our abilities that we've been working on, that was granted to us through our divine ascension, and we will look at the remaining zombies and skeletons. We'll say there's about 50 each. let's say about 100 of them all together, and we will impose our will upon them and force them to become subservient to us as we, for the first time, use our magic to control the living dead. And we bring 50 zombies and 50 skeletons into the ranks of our army. And we tell them to remain here and rebuild the ships and keep watch of the ships at a crew of 50 each ship. And then we give them a communication scroll for each ship and tell them if something happens to contact me, and I will teleport to you guys. And so let's mark this down real quick. My army is, so far we have 104 elves, 100 regular elves, elven soldiers, and then the 4, the 2 twin boys and the 2 twin girls, and then we 104 elf and 50 skeleton and 50 zombies. All right. And then obviously myself. And so cool. We're 200 strong now. I could make way more because I could make undeads every day, but I'm choosing not to. And now, with that, we're like, well, I mean, I thought there was a demon here, and I mean, well, I know you're not lying to me. We're saying this to the rider on us, on our back. That's the Merfolk champ. We're like, we know you're not lying to us, because, well, obviously there's fucking undead here, and this whole area looks like it's been fucking plagued again. I thought it would heal, but I mean, hopefully within the next however long it will start to finally flourish again. And so with that, we teleport back to our kingdom, and we're going to see how people fare for this month. And we'll also say after we arrive back at our kingdom, then towards the end of the month, the Merfolk champion goes back to his father. He talks with him about everything that happened, and his father, says, yep, well, even though there wasn't the demon there anymore, like, we made a deal, and now that we know he's a dragon because you're telling me you rode on his back, and we know that he can annihilate entire ships with one breath, and he can also control the undead. I don't think it's wise for us to try to break this deal, so we will go ahead and help in the rebuilding of his kingdom, and we will make a deal of treaty and neutrality between our kingdoms. And he says, go and relay the information to the new leader of the Black Boars. And he says, okay, Father, I will leave in the morning. And then he'll come back and tell us everything at the end of the month, and we will accept the deal, and they will send us, we'll say, a bunch of their builders, and it will make it to where we finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we'll say 5 months early, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so we'll circle 19. On 19 we will be complete rebuilding the capital and all of its walls and everything like that. So cool. And now that's right, because we're still in month 10, we haven't rolled for deaths yet. All right, let's see, dragons. 92, right? Dragon Kingdom still going strong. Albans still going strong. The dwarves, god damn, dude. The dwarves with their magic cannons, we'll say they have built a third magic cannon and are have it at home on their front lines. So now they've got like one giant magic cannon that they have like on the front lines fighting like where the dragons are, one fighting where the elves are, and one at home protecting themselves. They are still in this fight. They haven't got a single one of their marks yet. Wow, dude. And the goblins are good, and the giants are good from the goblins. However, they are fighting an entire army now, also on 2 fronts, so the demons don't kill them, and the army doesn't overwhelm them yet. So the giants are doing amazing also. They're and then me and the mer people, we're not in it. Like, we're keeping our champions, like, safe. We're not fighting in this war so far. And then let's see, now we are on month 11. And we're just gonna say we've joined the let's where, there it is. 7 is okay. Nice power practice, and that gives us 2 power practices, 1 more, and we will level up. And then let's see. You know what? We'll use that 92 and see what it is. A 92 is, oh yeah, a blood moon. Alright, let's see if anything. Okay, 91. It's just a regular blood moon. It's not like a magic spell or something that someone cast to fuck off their opponent in the war. Okay. Well, let's see. Dragons. And the last dragon champion falls as the dwarves have brought a fourth magic, created a fourth magic cannon and brought a second one to the front lines of where the dragons are annihilating their champion and a good amount of the dragon's capital in the process. Alright, elves. What's that? A 48. And the elves also get one of theirs killed. So they're at 1 now as well. And the dwarves 37. Alright, the dwarves got 1 mark as the remaining dragons and that are and the last champion of the elves all begin to swarm the dwarves from 3 different fronts from all where they're fighting. And goblins, oh, it's hard to see what is it? 57 goblins are good. Alright, the giants get 1 check from their war against the the goblins. And then the demon isn't able to do anything significant, and neither is their army. And their 37, their army is now actually gone. We'll say their army is half gone, and they now only have 2,000 soldiers, and there's only 1 of the demons, and now the giants are at 1 mark as well. Alright. Nice. Let's see. This one. Alright, 56. Oh, a 2. Alright. And then creatures. I will also do this. We'll say, okay, land we've studied once. Creatures we have now studied 3 times. So we will put 3 notches and then a line through it to show that we have completed studying creatures. We know about all the creatures that are within our continent and like our territory, and all of that. Oh yeah, this is for month 12. That's what we're studying for the month, is the remaining creature knowledge that we need. And then we'll see 62. Alright, 62 is... Okay. The dwarves are going to try another covert attempt, and this time they're going to try and wipe out as many dragons as they can. And they succeed, giving the dragons a mark as they move closer to the front lines of the dragons, like enclosing on them with 2 magic cannons. Alright. And then that is... And then we'll also see if the goblins... Yeah, no, the demon tries to make a deal with the goblins, and the goblins are like, get the fuck out of here, dude. We're fighting this war on our own front, because we're sick of being pushed around by all the other fucking clans. And so when we're done with the giants, we're gonna go after everyone else one by one when they're weakened from their fucking fighting against themselves. And let's check. 46. Alright, the dragons are getting closer to almost complete extinction. And next is the 88. The elves are good. 93. The dwarves are good. 38. Goblins. They finally lose someone. Bringing them also down to 1. And then the giants, man, they're holding on. They got... let's see. Alright, they do get a mark from the goblins finally encroaching, but not fully invading, because they can see that the demon is attacking as well, and so they're like staying in their lane, and they're like not wanting to like fuck with the demon or like go like anywhere near. They're attacking from the other front. And then the demon is able to wipe out the remaining and 74. So yeah, and the demon is still alive. So we'll say it costs them their army, and their army is currently 0. At 0. And then, however, giants are now at 3, which means we need to roll and 47. All right, so we need to mark this down because this is important. All right, so giants, I'll cross them out and I'll write their name, G-I-N. All right, so as the giant civilization falls, fighting on 2 fronts against the demon and the goblins, the only giants that are able to escape are 47. There's 47 giants that are able to escape somehow through being like not in the war. Actually, yeah, we'll say that. We'll say it's 47 non-combatants that are still alive. And because they're non-combatants, let's see, so you guys can see 78, the goblins, because they're non-combatants, they are like women and children. The goblin clan is like, the war's over, you know, we're not going to kill the remaining of you. However, let this be your warning to not mess with us again. And let's see if the demon is 93. Yes, the demon also, because the loss of both her mother and her father and the entire army, since she is now by herself, she also, let's see, 82, yep, she, goes and, goes back to the, underworld, back to where she came from, because we'll say this whole time they've been studying, how to open rifts and stuff, and to bring more, obviously, because her dad was able to open 2, and so he taught them, and so she just, we'll say she just opens up a rift and goes home. And 86, wow, she even closes it behind her. She doesn't even leave it open for just like random demons to come through. She's legitimately so satisfied in her victory and yet so angry at the loss of her parents at the same time that she's like conflicted on what to do. And so she just like opens up a portal and walks through it. And as she walks through it, she waves at the remainder of the giants and says, "Be lucky I don't feel like killing you. For you took 2, but we took many. Remember what we're capable of." As she goes and pulls her hands and her face into the portal, or the rift, whatever you want to call it, and she closes it behind her. I was not expecting that. Wow. Okay, so the giants are now at only 40. There's only 47 left. And the goblins have won their war. However, they are going to start attacking the dwarves. They're going to start preparing and attacking the dwarves. We'll say it takes them 3 months to prepare. So on the 15th, they will be prepared. And then it'll take them 3 months to attack. So on the 18th, they'll attack. So 15, they'll be prepared. 18 is when the attack is actually launched. Alright. And so we're on 13. Let's see. 2. Well, we can't do 2 anymore because we've already learned all of that. 3 is land. We can do that. We're studying about the land. Well, everything else goes on. Let's see. Ooh, an 89 is... Oh, a rogue general. Ooh. Well, let's get out a D4 and choose if it's from the dragons, elves, dwarves, or goblins. Well, actually, we'll do a D6 minus 1 because the merfolk have 3 champions as well. But I know I'm not gonna be a rogue general because I'm not in the war per se. Alright. So 1 is the actually wait, hold on, the dragons don't have a general anymore. Neither do the dwarves. Alright, so that'll be the goblin. So ooh, the goblin champion chooses to okay. Well, let's see who he joins. The elves or the someone. Whoa. Okay, the goblin is like abandoning his people. The goblin champion is abandoning his people and joining the dragons. Somehow, however that happens, that's really cool. So the dragons essentially gain a champion, but it's a goblin champion. And okay. So we'll keep it at what it's at though for the marks, because that's for okay. So and then not that one, this one. Alright, and then yeah, got to 50. Alright, so that is a 15. Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah, That's why the goblin decides to defactor his people. Alright. As the dragon capital falls, oh wow, we rolled 100. As the dragon capital falls, and nearly all the dragons are killed. We'll say, well, because there's 100, we'll say there's 50 of us spread throughout the world, because we know that there's some of us out on journeys, because of ourselves and the ones we've come across. So we'll say, and then there was 50 left in the village. So there is 100 dragons left in the world, including myself. We'll say that's why the goblin decides to, betray. Okay, it's a 17. So yeah, or an 11. So he is being a rogue, a rogue little bastard. Him and the goblins came up with a plan to make it look like he betrayed them, so he can go and infiltrate the dragons, since there's only what they believe to be only 50 dragons remaining in the world. He is going to try and trick them and help them rebuild until he can find a way to kill them or something like that, because he's not actually betraying his people. They're making it look like he's betraying them. It's a double backstab, just like a fucking goblin would do. Alright, 46. And the elves' final warrior champion falls in the war as the as the dwarves bring forth a fifth, in total, now second to the elven frontline, magic cannon, as they use it to annihilate and rip asunder the last champion and the land. And now, let's see the dwarves. 33, and yes, the elves are now invading the dwarven kingdom, or have sent a special force to infiltrate the dwarven kingdom, and they have just successfully pulled off a mission and killed a massive amount of dwarves, and made it to where the dwarven kingdom is on its last legs and almost fallen. Alrighty. They were able to sneak past the magic cannon, and oh yeah. And now, let's see if the goblin is figured out by the dragons and killed or not. That's a 60. Nope. 8. Nope. The goblin champion's still being sneaky little bastard. Alright. Still being the little sneaky fuck. Let's see if the giants choose to stay or scatter. That is I can't see. Alright, 41. So they will choose to scatter. The giants scatter throughout the world, with only 47 of them remaining. And all right, now, well, first we'll see what a 3 is. Our last study of land. So now we know, we have studied and learned of all the maps and everything for our entire continent. And ooh, a 50 on the dot. I'm not sure if we've rolled that yet. We might have. 50 is mercenary betrayal. I mean, that makes sense. The goblin betrays the dragons. Okay, that makes total sense. And the goblin betrays the dragons. He is a goblin champion, so let's see. Oh, wrong one. Oops. An 18. Oh man, he is able to slaughter some dragons. Oh shit. Well, let's see. There was 50 there. 8. So we'll drop this down to 92. He is able, and we'll say, come on. Yeah, they were all cocked together, so that one was sideways. It wasn't on an exact number. So 21. So yeah, and the goblin champion dies in the process of this sneak attack. And he slays 8 of the remaining dragons within the village. And the dragons do not flee, they remain to stay. However, there is only 92 dragons remaining in the world, including us. And now, let's see what happens with the elves. Okay, they're doing good. And 17. The secret force that the elves sent into the dwarves that were able to sneak past the magic cannon and get off their first assault, which crippled the Dwarven Kingdom. They were able to spend a month to gather materials and pull off a second assault, which totally cripples the Dwarven Kingdom. And they commit, and they leave 98 non-combatants alive. All right. Dwarf and dragon. I forgot to write their names next to their numbers. Alright, so the Dragon Kingdom and the Dwarf Kingdom and the Goblin Kingdom have all fallen. And oh wait, no, the goblin champion, the goblins have not fallen yet. The goblins, however, are now, it is the 15th, and because they don't have any more enemies now, so now we're on 15, so now they have finished their preparations, and in 3 months, on 18, they will attack the elves, because like they said, they are going to attack the kingdom at its most weakest. And so let's see what we for. Oh cool, we don't have anything down for 4 yet, so we'll say 4 is magic study. We're studying and practicing spells. We'll put magic SD for study, and there we go. And then let's see. Oh, the wrong one. No, wait, that wasn't the wrong one. And now we alright, that's is that a 7 or a 1? I can't. There we go, it's a 7. 37. Ooh. Alright. So, sabotage. Well, there's only one person that can be sabotaged at this point. Well, actually, 2. Either I'm doing the sabotaging to the merfolk, or the merfolk are doing the sabotaging to me, as the only options, right? And it's the merfolk, you dirty fucking bastards. You dirty fucking finned, gill-sucking bastards, fucking betraying me after what we've been going through. So yeah, let's see, 43. So yeah, they betray me by having a uprising and not wanting to complete the work that the king came to sent them here to do. And we'll see if their champion is able to convince them to just get the work done, because they're almost done, and then they can go home. And 80. Okay, he's able to convince them. Look, we got 3 months left of work left to do. If we can just get this shit finished, then we can go home. And then we can plot our fucking revenge against this motherfucking place. We built these walls. We know it inside and out. And they'll be like, alright. And alright, so they don't have any like magic or like anything like that they're sabotaging the wall or anything like that. They're like genuinely building the wall and like doing the best, and not everyone is like all for like the uprising, and so it's just, we'll say like a handful of people, and but it's enough to make things get fucked up. And so, all right, now we are on 16. 3 is okay. Well, we can't do land no more. And a 2 is creatures. And a 4 is magic study. And that was supposed to be a P, not a D. I misspoke and miswrote it like a dumbass. It's supposed to be magic study and then P for practice. So we are at 2, and then let's see. Now we'll roll for what? Ooh, a 32 is... Ooh, an embassy attack. Okay. So, the only way that can happen is... Oh, wow. So a civil war breaks out between the mermaids. One of their champions is with us, but one of their champions attacks them, their own embassy, and trying to like put a we'll say a power struggle in between the ruler and who the people want to rule over them, because the people are very angry that the king would just send their people to land to help the land goers build their land castle. What the fuck's wrong with you? And so a civil war has now broken out in the land of the merfolk. Those that are willing to make peace and treaty with those of the land, and those who are not willing. So that's kind of interesting. Well, shit. I guess we'll see. 45, and one of the champions does die in the fight. Alright, so this is how we'll do it. Evens is for us, odds is against us. Odds, so the leader of the revolution, excuse me, I needed to sneeze. The leader of the revolution kills the opposing champion, and leaving them at 2 champions, but one of them is with us. And so their kingdom is essentially free to attack. And well, damn. Now we're on 17. Let's see what we study. Where'd it go? Right there. A 3. No. 5. Okay, so we haven't done 5 yet. We'll say 5 is the study of the oceans. Alright. So we'll start studying like the oceans and stuff. And, oh, we got it. And then, yeah, so that's our first roll. So we're not on our mark yet. And then we will, you know what, we'll use that 43 to see. Oh man, a royal illness. Well, it looks like the champion of the merfolk, who is the princess that began to rise to the challenge and lead a revolt and kill her brother, who was the other champion. She has now, through the death of killing her brother, and we'll say her mother and father, and taking the throne within the Civil War, she has been cursed by the seat of the throne when sitting upon it, giving her a royal magical illness that will kill her in 3 months' time. So in 3 months, she's dead. So on 20. Alright, now we're on 18. 3, 5. Okay, so we're studying oceans. Okay, alright, and then makes sense because we got that merfolk champion. We're learning about oceans and shit. And now it is let's see, 63. I forgot what month we were on for a second. And that is, oh, okay. And a rebel leader arises, which makes sense because the princess just took over the merfolk kingdom, but she's only gonna be in charge for 3 months, so that's fine. That makes total sense. Alright, 18. Now we will see what we're... Oh, what is that? That's a 2, a 3, a 5. Okay. And then that is, now we are on 18. So the goblins have now started their assault on the elves. They've been planning for this, and they've been on their way. All right, they're not able to. They're able to like get a foothold, but not like a strong foothold in the area yet. But they are able to get there and start battling against the elves. And let's see. See if anything happens with the Mer Kingdom in specific. 13. Because they're in the middle of civil war and their princess is dying after she just killed everyone. Okay, so yes, in the Mer Kingdom, a group of people that have both come to an agreement that maybe they should help like some land goers but not all, and like not trust them immediately, and then also stick to themselves. So like they came to a compromise. Those people decide to siege the castle and breach through, breaking down its walls, entering, slaughtering their own people and their own princess before her normal demise. And now they are at 1 champion. However, they're at 2 marks out of 3 for their civilization because of the Civil War. And only a small group of them came together and took out the princess, and now they're gonna try and like get the rest of the people to calm down. But if they can't, they're gonna end up wiping themselves out for the most part, except the group that came to an agreement. And now we are at 19, and so this month, what is it? Ooh, a 6. Oh, nice. A 6. Let's see, will be we'll make a 6 and a 7 power practice. Might as well. That'll give us a mark on power practice. And so this will equal 1 level. And then we, at the end of the month, the merfolk go back to their place under the oceans, and we will see the goblins are able to take hold within the Elven Kingdom and start their rampage against them. And let's see if the elves sent anyone to the goblins, and they were able to. So they sent some over, but nice. That's a 9, and yeah. So the goblins and elves are taking each other out, and now as the merfolk will return, we have to roll to see 31. The Civil War is still going on, and we have to see if these people end up like making it tensions worse or not. And an 11, yes, they make tensions worse. And a 10 again, yep, they end up becoming a third faction, trying to like fight against me, and no one agrees with them, and so they get completely wiped out as they're all fighting against each other. Oh, come on. Leaving 83 mer people left in the entire world, including the 1 champion. that is still well, I would say still the champion, but now or still the champion, but now he's not only the champion, now he's like the whole fucking leader of the mer people. And so let's see, mer, and they have 83. And then one champ. Alright. Murmur's got 83 people left and one champ as they rip through each other. And let's see now. Are now on 20. And let's see. Oh, wrong one. 7. Alright, so power practice. And then let's see. 98. Ooh. Alright. I'll be honest, I forgot what we had planned for 20, for the month 20. Oh wait, that's right. Wait, no, never mind, because we already completed it. Nope. I totally blanked on it. It's alright. 98, that's right, is, oh, okay, that's funny. So, because this is all ancient history for the World War anyway, and no one knows all exactly what happens during ancient history anyway, so, whatever that was, that I totally forgot what it is, whatever, and that 98 is a reality fracture. I'm gonna see something real quick. Let's see. Oh, wrong one. I need this one. Yeah. Alright, let's see. High, low, good, or bad. Is he gonna return early? That is... trying to make it to her. Every time it goes in the damn corner, I can't see. That is a 36. Holy shit. Let's see if he's alone. 43. Obviously not. Let's see if the others come down. 84. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so with all of those, we have determined that with all the warring and the heroes killing each other and all the towers being defeated and the sparks of Magi being collected and then ripped asunder from the heroes. They've all been collecting and gathering back into Magi, filling him full of power, and he has chosen to, because mankind and or creature kind, whatever you want to call it, has decided to war amongst themselves and send him so many tasty, tantalizing souls for his army of death, since he's a death god. He has chose to break his promise that he made to that hero over 1,000 years ago, and he is going to break through reality, sending his army of death into the world. That was the first two rolls. Second roll is the gods reappear. However, we need to see if they're reappearing to fight back the army or if they fall. And 47. Oh my fuck, dude. Magi's on a roll. He's killed every fucking... And Magi, with his awakened power, he, in his deep, dark hole of a plane, realm, whatever you want to call it, he's been sitting there brewing, waiting, as he opens a portal that fractures the sky like glass as the clouds begin to fall like raindrops and the sky's blueness begins to drip and drain like paint running from a canvas as it slowly turns gray, and from the fracture in the sky, like a window being shattered from being smashed with a hammer, Magi, the magic horse of death, breaks through a rift with his army of undeath, and demons come forth to take over the planet. And as this happens, the god of beasts and the three gods that he has created, the whole pantheon of four, they immediately come down in front of the rift, trying to keep it from opening, as two of them are ripped asunder, turned to pure ash from the magic that is unleashed as when the sky rips apart. And the remaining two, one takes a stand as he tries to fight off as many living dead and demons as possible that barrel through the rip as they finally take over, and he succumbs and is ripped asunder from all directions and all limbs torn as his blood drops to the earth, and the remaining god, the god that was and is again the last god of his world and his universe, stands forth before Magi as he uses all of his divine power to attempt to curse him before smiting, as Magi neighs in his face before laughing and scoffing off the curse, for he is death. And then in a flash of red and blue, as ice and flame mix, Magi summons forth a flaming spectral tornado that summons down an ice storm as it changes the temperature of the entire planet, bringing it sundered down into a deep, dark, cold, worldwide plunder of winter, as the god of beasts is ripped in twine from the flames and the shards of ice that ridicule his body in the process of this never-ending storm being created. And holy shit, I didn't think that was gonna happen. Welp. Now we've got a lot. We got a lot to prepare these last 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Because we'll say, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll put 2 more. 4. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so 25, then 26. All right, so on this month is the month that Magi will attack us. So, on month 21, we prepare ourselves for war. Summoning 1,000 undead throughout the month. All right, and then I've got it marked right there. And then he will, the dragons are first. Magi goes to the land of dragons and he kills every single dragon in it, that is left except for us and the one earth dragon that is somewhere in our, actually he's, oh yeah, he's still alive. All right, that one that chased us down that one time. So yeah, so we'll put 2 dragon. Yeah, there's 2 dragons left in the whole entire world. And you know what? We'll say that other dragon, because of everything that's going on. And like he's been a while, you know, it's been like a whole year, stuff like that we've been here. He's flown around and shit by now. So he has now come and joined us. So on this we'll put slash dragon, and then we'll put right there dragon 1 because that's not counting us. And then month there we will do the same thing. We'll bring another 1,000 living dead to life, and then throughout the month, and then 2 is the elves. So, and the only elves that are left are the ones that are with us, which is 104. So, all except the elves that are within our kingdom are dead. And then next month, this month we will create a magic item and eat it that doubles our summons. So let me mark this down real quick. MI for magic item equals double summons. I just real quick double summons. And then and that'll be for any summon, whatever it is. Whenever you summon 1, it summons 2, and so we'll do 4. We'll get 4,000, and then we will eat that. So we'll put that on our character sheet as one of the items that we've eaten, and then that is. Okay, we'll circle those. Okay, and the dwarves. Alright, he ends up. Let's see if. Okay, so yes, some dwarves are able to escape. Okay, so before Magi gets there, or during the chaos. We'll say probably, yeah, during the chaos, 3 dwarves are able to escape, leaving only 3 dwarves left in the world. So far, the elves have got it the best because they sent. There's 104 of them with me. There's 3 dwarves and 2 dragons in the world, and 104 elves. And all right. Next month we will we'll do our power practice, and then we'll raise our 2,000 to give us 6, and then that is the goblins. now attacked. And same thing. I can't. 10. Okay, so 10 goblins are left alive. Alright. Goblin is... Okay. Hold on. There we go. Goblin. 10. There's 10 goblins left in the world. Alright. And then... Oh. And then next month, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna spend the month training and summoning creatures to bring us to 8,000. And then, that is the Giant's Kingdom, and 6 giants remain, as the other 41 are slain, and 6 are able to fight off the hordes and hide. And then that's right, this one, I misspoke. This one isn't him attacking us yet. This is the Mer people. Alright, so this is our last month of preparation. And in this month, we are going to, pretty much we're going to go into, the Magic Guild archives and, treasure hall of, where the guild master held, everything. And we're going to, study all the magic items and stuff that are in there throughout the month, and then we are going to eat all of them, as many as we can, up to our maximum spider amount, in order to gain all of those abilities and powers to prepare ourselves for the war of concepts, the war between gods. And so let's see, 4 mer people are left alive. And their champion dies in the fight. So Murmur is, that's right, I rolled a 4. There's 4 left. And then let's see, those are all the rest of the continents have completely fallen and been torn and ripped asunder, and are now overflowing with living death and demons and plagues and just pure rot filled, disease infested fucking nastiness throughout all of the world and the oceans. The only remaining safe haven is the continent in which my character and kingdom is. And with that, we will end today's session, because the next session will probably take a while to film, because I've got to do a lot of planning and all of that for the big war that's about to happen, because I'm going to be using the flat numbers rules for an actual war in which we will use dice as characters for minis, and we will do an all-out war, kind of like Chainmail or Warhammer, and we'll use all of our stats and everything, and however long the war takes, it'll take me probably a couple days, maybe in a week, to like get everything set up. So look forward to that part of the campaign coming soon. Like, subscribe, join us for more, and I hope to see you all next time as the age and the war of heroes has ended, and now the age of the war, or the battle of the gods, has begun between the god of death, the magic horse that runs forth coated in simultaneous flame and ice magi, the one who never wanted the power yet was corrupted by it, and my character, the dragon that is now only one of two left of his entire kind in the whole world, slowly gathering power throughout the years, waiting for this day, for it to come 9,000 years early, has not only shaken us to our core, but we have thankfully prepared ourselves, and we have obtained Magi's most powerful weapon to use against him, his own divine eyes of death. Thank you all. Robert Raven out.